Hello YouTube. First, the good news, I can ship to the USA again. Yay! So as of yesterday, after fighting with the Bulgarian post office, I can ship to the USA again. Yes, you heard me right. You probably saw the description. I can ship to the USA. I can ship to Canada. I can ship to Brazil. I can ship mostly around Europe. I can ship to countries like Jamaica, um, Thailand, Vietnam, uh, the Gambia. So really not odd countries, but not countries that I send packages to every day or often. Unfortunately, I can still not ship to Australia. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, Alex. I know you're waiting for your gadgets, and I would love to ship them to you by teleportation, but I still am waiting. As of the USA, the international site of the Bulgarian post office did get an update, and I saw I can ship to the USA. I packed my packages. I had 3 customers waiting for their keypads, for their macro keypads, and went there, and then the lady tells me, no, it's not on my computer, I cannot accept to America. And I said, how can that be? I mean, how can they update a web page on the internet but not update your computer? So I came home really mad, upset, because I know how it feels to wait for something and it's not coming, it's not coming. And then I looked at the page again, international page. I found the email and I sent them an email. I said, why is it that you say you can ship to the USA, but I'm not able to? What's going on? I explain, and I put like a lot of question marks and a lot of explanation marks and send it off. Lo and behold, 15 minutes, half an hour later, the post office from my city did call us because we know the lady. I sent like, I don't know how many packages, probably close to 1,000 packages so far. She called us and she said, sorry, okay, we did get a call from Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria, and we can accept packages. You can bring them. So then we jumped into the car, went back to the post office, and I could send them out. So I don't know why their internal computer does not get updated, but anyway, I can ship to the USA, Canada again. So I still cannot open my Tindy store because it's just I have too many countries that I still cannot ship to, and I don't want anybody ordering something there and then I have to tell them, oh sorry, I cannot ship to you, you're gonna wait, or you wanna cancel the order or whatever. So I'm still accepting orders directly. So if you're waiting for something on Tindy, please do get in touch with me, and I'll make it and I send it to you as soon as possible. I am still waiting on parts. I didn't get parts. I'm still waiting on carbon fiber fronts. As you might know, or not know, seen, this is my newest color can gauge. Can gauge. I'm gonna call it H.E.D.S. can gauge, but anyway, so I did get some parts that I ordered yesterday. I was out of the Atmega 1284p chips, and I also did order some of my first 0603 parts, and those are like super tiny. This is like 10K. I have 1K resistor and 10 nanofarad capacitors, and so I'm switching to 0603, guys. I guess I'm growing up. So that was that. So then I could finish the first H.E.D.S. CAN gauge, which now has the Atmega 1284P chip. Before, I could not even put all the screens on the code, and I was running at 98-99% of capacity on storage space on the 328 chip before. Now with the 1284, I put in all the screens and I'm at 26%. So I mean, how amazing is that? I could put 50 screens in here now. Literally, I have 18 now, I think 17 or 18. So I could even expand it more now that I have the room to do so. This PCB also has ADXL 345, and this code is now, I just put the code on here. I still have to edit the neopixels because it has only 5 instead of having 10 on this PCB. So, and I will use the ADXL to have this motion activated. As you might know, on the OBD port you have 12 volt constant, and the way I have to do it right now is have the OBD plug, which plugs into your car obviously, and have one wire coming out the side of it where you have to connect a switched 12 volt unless you want to keep this thing running all the time. Actually, it does have a off screen, which you could go to the off screen and just leave it like that without any impact on your car battery, major impact. Let me just adjust this real quick. Oops. So but of course it would get messy having to turn it on and then go to your screen that you wanted. It does, of course, when you disconnect the power, remember which screen you were, or if you were in auto cycle, which is it right now. And this PCB also has the 2 touch sensors, left and right, for going forward and backwards on the screens. And here you can see the page dots and the dots on the bottom showing the screen, so you have a visual indicator where you are, and of course you get used to it and can remember what was where. So this PCB has an additional feature which I have not tried on here yet. I just wanted to get the CAN bus working, and Rob, if you're watching this, it works, no changes made, just different pin numbers, and that's it. So I love this chip. I love the 1284P, which I will use from now on anywhere I can. So this board has Bluetooth capability with the help of a Bluetooth module, and that will get soldered on here like that. And then it has wireless capability. Mainly I wanted to use the Bluetooth to upload code wirelessly, so because I do send customers a USB adapter with the gauge for now. Like this, for example, this is a gauge that I finished for a customer in the UK, and he wanted a short cable because he wants to connect it to the ECU. And I'm sending him a USB adapter like this so he can plug in and use the sniffer code to read the PIDs, and of course make certain changes to the code. He needs it mainly for adjusting the shift light setting. So actually, now that I have so much room, it would be nice to be able to adjust like the shift light setting at which it should come on, and maybe the 3 speed warnings. So right now you have to tell me those, and I change them in the code and upload the code. But that might be something to think about, as you might know, Rob did help me with the code. It would take me at least 10 years to get it to the stage where it is now, so it was much faster, even though it took us a couple of months to come to this stage. And anyway, so the main reason for the Bluetooth was to upload code to the gauge wirelessly from your phone. I would send you the hex file, and then you just you can download it to your phone, and then just select with the proper app, select it and upload it to the gauge. Having Bluetooth also means, of course, I could have the CAN data wirelessly transmitted to your phone, but just for that it's actually not worth it, because you can buy a $5 dongle, Bluetooth dongle, plug it into your car, and then use several apps on your cell phone to see the data of the car. So I might just still use this only for uploading code, but I haven't tried it yet. So I did try it, of course, with the 328 chip, and it works. So I have actually no reason to believe it will not work. I just wanted to get this thing done first. Of course, the gauge doesn't have a back yet, it's naked. So, and I put the headers on here so I can upload code. Obviously it doesn't have the diffuser yet and the separator for the LEDs. And I had actually ordered carbon fiber fronts for this, with the holes and without the holes, and I did not get them, and I doubt that they will ever arrive, so I will have to order again. But then I will, since I made the holes as honeycomb, in a honeycomb shape, and actually they came out rather nicely on the PCB. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Of course it has some rounded corners from the bit, but I mean you can still see it's a hexagon instead of just a round hole. So, and I'm thinking on the carbon fiber it will be a much more detailed and better looking. So that was that. I just wanted to show you my air quality monitor again, and as I was joking with Alex, cooking can be hazardous to your health because next to my room is the kitchen, and when my wife cooks, this thing goes up to over 400, and I'm dying here while she's cooking. But that was she was frying something in oil, so I guess that's pretty bad for the air quality. I should get one of those for her to put in the kitchen. Oh no, maybe not, because if she sees that, she will not cook again. Anyway, so I really like this, that's why I'm showing it. So I would not do it if I would not like it that much. So I'm still, of course, waiting for my new H.E.D.S.Trek for the 2-inch display. This is 1.3 inch, 240 by 240 pixel. The H.E.D.S.Trek will get a 320 by 240 pixel. Same display, same driver. Very easy for me to adjust the code for the H.E.D.S.Trek, and it's a 2-inch display, so it will be quite a bit bigger, about a third, something like that. So I'm waiting on that, and of course the new H.E.D.S.Trek also has the 1284 at Mega chip, and it will have plenty of room for code. So the next what I'm gonna do is actually this PCB here, which is the companion to my remote, to this little guy. And I did add CAN bus capability to this board. So technically you can connect this to your car, to the CAN bus, and transmit data to your remote. Vice versa, of course. And this board can also be now used standalone as a CAN bus node, which I wanted to make since I made the gauges. By the way, I'm recording from a new phone because my old Note Edge, although I love this phone, died. It went to heaven. So I'm recording in full HD with 21:9 aspect ratio. So you can, if you have widescreen monitor, you can blow up the video and have a nice view. Obviously the viewing angle is wider. It does zoom in, of course, but and I don't know, but so far it looks like autofocus is pretty good. Yeah, you can focus on here now, and as soon as I bring the PCB up there, so I like it. By the way, it's a Sony, for anyone who's interested in knowing. It's a Sony Xperia 10 Mark II, and the only way I could buy it is with the help of my neighbor, which has he bought many phones. I mean, he buys phones all the time, and I did buy it over him, so in his name technically, and I will pay monthly for it because I would have no means to buy it right now. And it's a 6-inch display, 4K display, and waterproof and whatnot. It's a real nice phone. I will put a name or a link in the description if you want to check it out. And I do like it, and it does look a little different than the all other phones that look like all the same. It has no notch on the display, which I did not like anyway. So, and anyway, it's a nice phone. So this is the CAN bus node also, and you can use this PCB to connect to your car. Older cars connect analog sensors like temperature sensors like this. This is also the why I did this or had the plans to do it, because my car does not have a oil temperature and no oil pressure. It just does have a oil pressure switch, and I wanted to have oil temperature obviously, and oil pressure as well. That's another sensor. With this you can add this, and then the data will get fed into the CAN bus and shown on the display. And I did try it out, it works. So all cars without CAN bus, or even with a CAN bus with missing sensors, or if you want to add something, you will be able to use this PCB to do so. Also, of course, you can use this on your motorcycle, which I will. It has a RPM input, it has 12 volt inputs over voltage dividers, it has 5 volt inputs, interrupt inputs, analog inputs, digital inputs. So you will be able to use this with your motorcycle. Speaking of motorcycle, let me show you something real quick. Some people might remember, without my hair, might remember the first version of the V-gauge. And this was actually an enclosure that Steve designed for me. Thank you, Steve, again. And I had, of course, carbon fiber fronts, and this is real Sounds like plastic, but it's Gorilla Glass, custom cut Gorilla Glass, because I wanted to use this on my bike. But the problem with the first version was the connection you needed to the black box. Like on this PCB, you will have this PCB mounted on your bike and just 4 wires going to your gauge. On this one, it was a thick HDMI cable, and there was no way of getting that one out here without getting it waterproof and whatnot, so, or water resistant. This will be water resistant because I will glue in the Gorilla Glass from the back into here, and it will be so you will have no problems in the rain. At least don't go diving with your motorcycle. And this now will have just a small hole with the rubber garment, which I can put silicone on here from the inside, so there will be no way for water to get in here. And since I want to repurpose the carbon fiber that I already have, I will design a new PCB for this. And I did find some 1.14 inch displays, same driver, same IPS display as the color displays. Obviously I'm not gonna do OLED. Color display with what's the resolution? I think 140 by 240. I forgot, I'm wrong on that, but they do have a higher resolution, of course, than OLED. And so I will have 5 color displays in here, and obviously they will be switchable like this. And since I can't get anything on the edge here, I will have the PCB, the touch sensors on the back of the PCB. That should work. The back will need to be plastic, of course. I cannot get touch sensors to register through carbon fiber. So yes, so that's the next project in line, to resurrect, anyhow, doesn't matter, to bring back the first version of the V-gauge as CAN bus in this form factor. And it will have a hole in the back, so you can use it with a GoPro mount and have this, that way you can mount it onto your bike, on your handlebar, or wherever you want to. GoPro has like a million different mounting options. Let me get the dust off of this. And this is actually the color version of the V-gauge, so I still could not finish this one. And you can see here the touch sensors. And obviously I'm also waiting for the carbon fiber that will not arrive, I don't think so, so I will have to order those again. And yes, that was that. So this is actually a 3-in-1 product, and this I will make this one next, after adding Bluetooth to this to try to upload code. And then this is the 2-way remote PCB, which I showed you on my last video, I think. So that is the next step, and in the meanwhile I'm working on other projects, of course, and doing those. So again, I can ship, if you forgot it in the meanwhile, I can ship to the United States again. And get in touch with me either over Tindy or send me your email, and I will get back to you. And I will fulfill orders like that for now, till I can ship to most of the countries. Actually, I did count the other day. I shipped to 50 countries so far, 50 different countries. So yes. Um, I think this was it. In case you're wondering, this is my vise that I got from Banggood. There's a link for it in the description, and I love it. I use it every time. I was going to mount it on my mini mill, but it's much more useful for me on my table. I put some rubber feet on the bottom of it so it won't slide around, and I can just put my PCBs in there and don't have to hold with the finger and then try to solder onto it or whatever. So it's a big help. It looks nice too, which I am a visual guy. If something is ugly, I don't like it. So yes, this was it for today. Thank you again to all my supporters. Every little bit helps, be it through Patreon or Banggood affiliate links. And there are all kinds of links to the products I have and suggested in the description. Please take a time and read it. And something else I wanted to say, although in the world of YouTube it's I'm still only this big. I mean, people get this on a single video itself, but I had over 2.8 million views so far on my videos. But again, this is YouTube. In YouTube standards, it's very little. I mean, I have like 17,000 subscribers, and people have millions of people subscribing to their channel, and they put up a video, and within 2 days they have a million views. So I cannot compare myself to the higher elite YouTubers, but for me it's an achievement for myself. I know I don't have 1K subscribers or million subscribers. I probably never will. But even if I have only 10 people watching my videos and liking my content and my products, my gadgets, and if somebody says I like your projects or whatever, then that makes me happy. So yes, that was it. Thanks for watching and take care, everybody.